Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. Now, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason, can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion!
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 6 coming up here.
Red on red. Hey, Pinter. Zach, 11, add it.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Deep shot off his back foot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
23.
Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in, and he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big gun.
From the gun, Johnson. He's out in the clear. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the red. Sink right. Here we go, son.
From the red zone on 1st. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Stroud in the air to start us off. Collins got it left side. And this one does not go far.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Stroud off the play fake. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Man in motion here.
Under.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go. 18. What's up? 19 Texas. 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with a touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's the 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tupu. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
Cam Little on for the
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Out, what's that? What? 18, what's that?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. We've set it down from 37.
First down.
A
minute to go. And the Texans, first down.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's second down.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
18, what's that?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, 13, Luke.
Lawrence again here, 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. To pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
11. Hey, let's go.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Gain 15 there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Hey, go. Go. 30 left. Here we go.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Lisa 24. Son, it's on. Hey, kill.
Lawrence trying again on second. He finds Fant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive.
11.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Rip, 23. It's on. Take right open.
To the air on third and long. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, here we go.
On play action now, Lawrence. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
All right, let's go. Go. 11, again.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Little knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Noel going in motion right. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And send him over right. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Here we go. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans reduce the lead to just 4. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Lawrence in the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
39-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. Next attack, he's still going. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
18.
From the gun, Stroud. Toss, this is Nolan. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Oh, hey. Tony. Bucky. Hey, uno. Try.
1st down, Stroud. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
All right. At 18. That's it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
All right. 18. That's it. Texas. Look the hot. Hey!
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
That's your man.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. The 30. The 10. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
Right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and take them really high in the draft, especially when they could be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
31, Texans 14. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
All right. What's up? Two J. South.
Shotgun now, first round. Going over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
18.
First down, Texans.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run to prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
11.
Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, Uno Mars.
Here he goes, third and long. Sends this to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now, as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
24.
First down throw, Lawrence. Guess who? Pitts has another. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Red on red. Hey, tomato. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And his caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Lawrence with it on first. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Easy.
7-yard line.
And they're they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
Texans 21. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
That's right. Tony. Like you touch.
Now it's Stroud. The right side hauled in by Collins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And it will be a first down, Texans. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down throw by Stroud. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? Hey, team. Yes, sir. Let the hot.
Here's Stroud again. Finds a man right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's up?
From the red zone on 1st. That one's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, right. 18. What's up? Hey, uno. Yeah.
Throwing is Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. All set now. 1st and 10.
Oh, right. Another slot.
To the air, Stroud. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 52, Texans 21. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right. 18. Hey, south.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Running back sent in motion. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
That's right. 118. That's right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that 1st interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it. But when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down after the play. Reaches the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Here's the backup, first throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A 38-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Oh, ready. Tony.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wow, what's that? On 18. What's that? Down. Why Tony?
From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Gain 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Or
First and 10.
They send a man in motion. The give now out of the shotgun. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
here we go. 18. What's that? 11. Hey! Hey, uno more.
Third and long for him here. He puts some juice on it deep. That's complete inside the 35. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stroud throwing here on first. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
18, outside.
They motion the tight end over. Throwing again. It's Stroud. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. Looking quickly here.
7 yards.
TJ.
Third and long.
Like you Texas.
Here he goes. Third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up fourth and long. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. Covered by the Jaguars. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hands team. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones that are the most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready!
Working on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Let's go now. Mustang 19, Cowboy 8.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Jaguars who have possession, and they can probably go on cruise control with that lead they've built. Texans going with 6 DBs for this third down. They're in dime.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be second down.
Go! Ready.
Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Check smash.
And air it out on 3rd. Complete out to the right side. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go. Huh. Viking, H.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun now, first round. Hauled in by Musgrave. He gets loose down the right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18. That's it.
Here's Stroud now. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
C.J. Stroud sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Working quickly here.
And it's third down. Third and goal.
On third and long, it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. But he got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
Rolling from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The left side is caught by Pitts. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Throwing it on second down. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the fourth. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields the hard squib kick. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. This one's out to Noel, left side. Here he goes again. Jalen Noel. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
3 yards, the gain on the play. And the Texans, first down.
19 Texans.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. Offense up to the line fast.
7 yards. It's second down.
They go play action with Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Robbie.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That's cut at the 4. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal.
And the Texans, first down.
Back to throw, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Foye Oluokun with the pick. And the Jaguars have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cougar 18, right here.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's second down coming up.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Panther 60.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. Into the red zone. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Dragon 60.
From the red zone now. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead.
Texans 31. Cam Little with the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Stroud off of play action. Cox, this is Noel. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line. First down throw by Stroud. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
They've got a man in motion.
Right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Stroud now on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Collins. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go.
Texans will line up for the
18.
two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown.
69. Texans 39.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jaguars throwing 6 more on the blowout. Brian Thomas Jr. and the His second scoring catch of the game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars continue adding on to that lead.
Texans 39. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Why Tony? Hey, uno.
On play action, here's Stroud. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down.
Tony. Mikey Texas. Hey, uno more.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Stroud off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that? Level.
Here he goes, one final shot. Hits him on the out route. And with a shot, this game is over. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.